Right, this is my review of the Cybergun Sig Sauer p226 X5 air pistol. This is a target variant of the standard p226, and I apologise for the wind in the background. There is not much you can do about that. Anyway, let's get into the review. Before I get into the pistol, I just do want to go over some of the details on the box. It may not be the most important things, but it's worth mentioning. Now, as you can see here, it's got blowback strong recoil. Obviously, you don't take any notice of what Cybergun put on the boxes because most of it is just absolutely tosh, making up words there. But they are correct about this. It is blowback. It does have pretty good recoil. It does use CO2 capsules. It is full metal construction. It does have an adjustable shooting system, which is the Bax's system. Pretty much hop up, if you know what that is. It puts a spin on the BB, but it's not that good. And it does have your rails and all that and whatever. Now, don't take no notice of this. 300 feet per second, 60 meters range, it's all rubbish. You're actually going to be getting about 330 feet per second and about an effective 50 meter range. Now, I just want to open the box so you can see what you're getting. It is a pretty standard box, it's nothing special really. Opening it up, you see you got your instruction manual, 17 languages but English. You get a spare valve for your magazine for putting your CO2 in, an Allen key for putting said CO2 capsule in. You have to excuse the wind blowing everything about. And you also get a free courtesy box of metal billies, or billets. The BBs, well, I haven't got a clue why they call them there over in France. Anyway, get all this rubbish back in because the wind's blowing it about. Right, let's talk about the actual gun. As you can see, it is a target variant of the Sig Sauer p226. It is a pretty nice replica of the real thing. It's full 1-to-1 scale, it's full metal construction. Sorry, you have to excuse the wind, but so you have your licensing and real trademarks courtesy of Cybergun. They are pretty nice. Sorry, that wind is really annoying, but let's proceed on as planned. You do have your nice trademarks. However, there is a downside. On the other side, you can see you've got your horrible warning license thing you have to put on there. It does not look quite, it doesn't look very nice, but you know, you have to deal with it, I suppose. And you also have p226s, whatever. Now, I just want to do a quick comparison to this to a standard p226. Bear in mind it's airsoft, but you know, you get the point. As you can see, top right, your p226 X5, bottom left, standard p226. Now, you can see they look similar, but that's where the similarities pretty much end, and I want to go over that. What's different about the X5? You've got serrations on the front of the slide. This allows for easier racking of the slide, as they call it. You also have an extended 20mm rail at the bottom, so you can put all your lasers, your lights, your torches, whatever on there. You also have a manual safety, something which the standard p226 does not have. This is an ambidextrous safety. I don't like it because when you're firing the gun like this, like you should be, you will find the recoil will knock your thumb up and you can't fire, which is annoying. Also, I'm not sure if this is an intended feature or if it's just a design oversight, but when the hammer is fully rested like this, you cannot eject the magazine. Now, you can't do that on the standard p226, but again, if it's a safety feature, it's a pretty good one because I've lost magazine before because I've had the pistol in my holster, and what happens is the holster rubs against it or gets knocked, the magazine falls out, and you're a very unhappy person because the magazines cost a fortune. Anyway, getting back to the gun, I suppose. Like I said, full metal construction, everything's metal apart from the pistol grip covers, which are absolute garbage. The plastic on them is horrible. They are really cheap, and you can see the seam marks right all the way down. You do have nice checkering on them though, and you're going to get plenty of grip. Right, the magazine I want to talk about now. Right, pull the hammer back a bit. Excuse the minor inconvenience there. The magazine is a fully metal, pretty hefty magazine. It's comparable to the real thing in size and weight. Now, it has a technical capacity of 26 metal 4.5mm BBs. However, if you load any more than 17 or 18, the gun will jam. Because what happens is the follower on the magazine will bend inside of the actual magazine and then causes problems. This is actually stated in the manual, so only load about 17 or 18 BBs, which is enough anyway. Now this gun does use CO2 capsules, which are these little fellas here. Now what you do is you use the provided Allen key to stick it in there, unscrew this thread, you pop your capsule in this way and then tighten it back up. And with a fresh CO2 capsule, you will be getting around 60 to 70 shots continuously, which I think is fantastic compared to the airsoft guns which use green gas. They're just a waste of money. You know, you're burning through your wallet shooting them, but with these, you know, they do last a fair good amount of time. Now I've got a leaky magazine, unfortunately. It does happen occasionally, but yeah, I'm only getting about 50 shots or so. It is advised though, when you put a fresh CO2 capsule in, put a bit of silicone oil in with it. Just helps lubricate the gun and keeps things fresh. Actually no, I want to show you now how to disassemble this pistol. It's similar to the standard p226 and it's the same as a real Sig Sauer p226 with disassemble. Basically what you want to do, you want to bring your slide back and you want to push back on it just a little bit more. It is a bit awkward. Now you want to push this little lever down all the way. Now this is a bit of a pain. I'm making it look much harder than it actually is. Now you pull it down and once it goes halfway, release the slide and just wiggle it forward. Of course it doesn't want to do it. Now here we go. As you can see, the slide will separate from the frame and you've got access to all your internals here. This is also how you adjust the Baxter's system. You pretty much just take an Allen key in there and you twist it and that will adjust the curve on the BB. So if you want more curve, you'll turn it right, less curve left. Now I'm not going to disassemble it on camera because it is an absolute pain, and obviously everything done on camera is just inconvenient to say the very least. Now putting it back on couldn't be simpler. Just match up these two holes with the serrations on the slide, slide it back. Now this is where it can get a bit tricky. You've got to push the slide back, hold it there and then slide it up. But once you've done that, you're good to go. Just rack it a few times and you're good to go. Now I'm just going to add a shooting portion to this video. It is just a small clip taken from the other video, but it will sum up how this thing actually fires and you know how much power it's kicking out. That pretty much concludes my review of the Sig Sauer p226 anyway. In conclusion, out of 10 what do I give it? 8. It's good construction, good weight, good power, nice kick, sounds fantastic, reasonably priced, like 120, 130 pounds. You know, it's a great gun for everyone, from starters, beginners to professionals, well so-called professionals, but you know, it's good fun, it's good safe fun. You can shoot it in the garden. Because it's not an airsoft gun, you don't have to have it painted 2 colours, which looks stupid. At the end of the day, everyone's happy, and I recommend you go and buy one. Anyway, that's my review concluded pretty much. Thanks for watching.